Hey guys, it's me, Carrie, and today I have a Brat box unboxing for you. Not going to be my usual enthusiastic self, not having anything to do with the box, just because my life is really shitty right now. I got some really upsetting news about something that I worked really hard for and evidently failed at, as usual, as is my MO. So I'm really, really sad and a little angry and a little hurt and a little of a lot of things, none of which are good. But anyway, my Brat box did come today. I thought maybe looking at it would cheer me up a little bit, so I am unboxing it so that the surprises won't be spoiled for you guys if I had done it off camera. And the sweatshirt is really big. Okay. Anyway, this is what they look like if you haven't watched one of my videos before or a Brat box video in general before. It's really, really cute. It does have words on the front, but I pulled off the tape. I believe it says something like "Welcome to the Addiction" or something. And then support independent artists. Pins and patches are wearable art. And there is their website, bratbox.co. And this is a monthly subscription. You can do an annual subscription. I believe there may be 9 months, 6 months, and 3. And possibly month to month. To be honest, I should have this research prepared beforehand, but I don't. The gift, it was a gift subscription to me for an entire year from my amazing friend Billy for my birthday. So I got my first box actually, I think she ordered it in such a way that I got my first box in April. So let's see, April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, this would be the September box because today is October 1st. 6 months feels right. See, I think I got my first box in April because she ordered it early enough that I would get one in time for my birthday, which I did, which was so super because they usually mail them at the end of the month and then they come at the beginning of the following month. So I would have gotten that one probably 8 or 9 days before my birthday, which was May 10th. Anywho, okay, I opened it facing myself, which I never do. So I'm now turning it so you guys can say that I'm no longer looking inside. These are the artist cards anyway on top. Each month they include a card for artists who have their work represented in the box. And in this subscription box, which I neglected to mention, you have a choice of either 3 pins and a patch each month and a sticker, or 4 pins and a sticker without the patch. I believe those are the 2 options. I always get screwed up. I did get 5 pins once, but that was because it was a box that was like older pins. So if you chose that one, they told you ahead of time you would get an additional pin. But I believe it is 3 pins, a patch, and a sticker. Yes, 5 items in total, or 4 pins and a sticker without the patch. She chose for me the one with the patch included, which is really rad because I do love both patches and pins, and actually stickers too. There are 3 of my favorite things, and 3 of the things that I don't feel terribly guilty collecting at this point because I have a pin board, just cork bulletin boards, several actually, that I display my pins on, and then I rotate them out and wear them as accessories. So I feel like those are small items that don't take up a lot of space, and they are useful both as collectibles, something I get to look at every day, or something I can wear as a fashion piece. Stickers, same thing. I can stick them on something, or I can keep them in an album and look at them whenever I choose. And patches, I love to put on my denims. Basically, I have a denim vest right now that has all horror-themed patches on the back. I've gotten several compliments on it, I have to say. It's pretty cool. And then I have another denim jacket that has patches on the front. I think just patches on the front. And then I do have one sweatshirt, a very similar color to this, but it's a hooded sweatshirt with a full zip. I was watching a TV show once and I saw somebody with one of the characters with patches all over, like a zipped hoodie, and I thought, God, that's such a great look. So I took a bunch of patches that I'd had and ironed them on, and it looks really rad and I love it. So anywho, without further ado, that was a lot of ado, let me reach in and see what the first item is. And it is the sticker, I can tell, and we will see it together. It is right here, and it says, "Too blessed to be stressed," and it's on a headstone with a raven on top. That is very rad. Just another thing that I forgot to mention is that there are 3 choices you can choose from each month of what themed box you would like. So the choices are, you can pick, for this month, it was Halloween. I believe it was called The Kids Are All Right, and it was all artists done by children under a certain age. And then there was an artist that the whole box was their art. And you can always, you know, choose which theme sounds most appealing to you. I'm sure based on me and that sticker, you know, I chose the Halloween themed box. But I have not always chosen, you know, a themed box. Like there was one time I did choose the curated artist of the month. His name is, well, his company's name is Robot Dance Battle. And I'm happy to shout him out because he's brilliant. And I love his whole design aesthetic. Very kawaii, adorable, fun, cheeky, great, you know, little characters. Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. That was just my husband coming home from work. He is one of those awesome food demonstrators at BJ's. So when you get to go in and you know, munch your way around the wholesale club, he's the guy that helps feed you. So he loves it. It's really fun. It combines his vast experience in selling, being in retail management and all kinds of retail jobs, and his passion for cooking and love for cooking. So, and he's got a really outgoing personality when he's selling stuff. So anyway, he just got home from work. But yeah, so I picked the Halloween box. But yeah, the one time I did pick the Robot Dance Battle. In fact, I think that was the very first box that I got, the April one. And I was thrilled with it. I've never been disappointed with a box. There have been items that I haven't loved as much as others, but nothing that I'm just like repulsed me or that I found like, oh God, this isn't worth it, you know? I mean, obviously it's worth it. It was a gift. So, I mean, I don't know, you know, what it actually sells for. You can certainly go to bratbox.co and look up the pricing plans. I never did, I don't think. Maybe I did once, but at this point I wouldn't, because I feel like it's just rude. It was a gift and I don't want to know how much it cost. But when the year is up, maybe I'll look it up again for you guys, but you can certainly do that on your own. Anywho, okay, more ado. Amok. By the way, who hasn't watched the Hocus Pocus 2 movie yet? Me. I will eventually, but I wasn't that big of a fan of the first, to be honest. I know that they'll get me some hate, but I liked it. I didn't love it. And I only saw it like 2 years ago or 3 years ago for the first time, just because people were like, oh my God, it's such a classic. You have to watch it. I love the cast, but yeah, it was like meh for me. But anyway, I'll watch it eventually. Amok is a line from that. And I said, I do. And anyway, whatever. When you have to explain the joke, it loses any semblance of humor. All right, next I have the badge, because that's what's in my hand right now. I'm also a little stoned and probably a little bit sugar happy because I had a huge chocolate chunk cookie from PDQ, which is a fried chicken chain. And oh my God, it was a delicious cookie. I'm having such a shit day. I decided that I deserved something really bad for me. Ta-da! This is the patch, and I freaking love it. I think it's super cool. I love that it's like a skeleton head, but it's orange, so it's like a combination, like skeleton jack-o'-lantern thing, and all these awesome ghosties in the background. And I don't know if this is intentional, probably not. Oh no, it's probably supposed to be like skeleton eyes, but when I first looked at this sack, it reminded me of Mickey Mouse's pants, how he's got those little red pants with like the little white buttons. I think it's white buttons and yellow suspenders, if I'm not mistaken, and yellow shoes. I might not be right about all of that. I haven't been to Disney in a long time, but anyway, that's what it made me think of. But no, obviously it's supposed to be like a jack-o'-lantern treat sack. I love that you can see his rib cage and everything, and his funky fangy teeth. This will be great on my horror vest if I still have room. If not, oh darn, I'll have to go to the thrift store and find some other really cheap denim item, because I find that that's what works best with patches, and start a new thing. Okay, next up we have pin number 1. And this one is a soft enamel pin. I can tell because I can feel grooves in it. If you're not familiar with pins, hard enamel ones are the ones where whatever the enamel comes to the very top of the surface, and if you feel it on the top, it's perfectly smooth. You don't feel any ridges or distinction between different sections of color, whereas a soft enamel pin, you will feel the ridges of the outlines and stuff. And I'll show you what I mean with this. This is the pin. Let me see. Is she supposed to be like, kind of like a dead doll or something? Or, I don't know. She's cool. She's cool. She's not my favorite. It's not necessarily my aesthetic of like a pin I would have chosen for myself, but it's definitely a really cool pin. It looks like she's taking a selfie. I mean, I'll wear it for sure, and I'll put it on my pin board for sure. It's very cool, but yeah, I like it. I like it. I don't love it, but you know what? Different strokes for different folks, right? Props to people for having the courage to put their, you know, artwork out into the world. As a writer myself that's trying to get published, or will be soon trying to get published, I give people huge props for being able to actually make a living doing what they love when it's something creative like that and so subjective. So, I mean, I don't not like the pin. It's just not my favorite because I'm more of a kawaii cutesy kind of horror girl, but I think it's really a rad pin though. Okay, number 2, we have, ta-da! Okay, see, this is more me. That's really cute. So what does it say here? Can my cat come to the skate park? OMG, I didn't even see that. Okay, I have to take my glasses off. That is adorable. So we've got the 2 friends. I'm just trying to rub the front of this because it looks like this pin's a little bit damaged. No, it's not. It just had some kind of smegma on it. Okay, nope, it's perfectly fine. Okay, cool. It has the 2 friends underneath their ghost outfits, and there's the moonlight in the background, and there's little Kitty also dressed up as a ghost. And I love that one's on skates and one is on a skateboard, and Kitty's just chilling on 4 paws. That is adorable. I love that. See, that's a little more cutesy, creepy, kawaii, spoopy in my wheelhouse of what I usually am into. But the more I'm looking at this, she's like a goth pinup girl. This is actually a pretty rad pin, so I'm not unhappy with this one either. And I do actually really like the sticker. I like, the saying would be a little bit too churchy for me if not for the fact that it was on a headstone with a raven on top. That totally makes it work for me. And yeah, I'm really stoked with this patch. I love it so much. This is possibly my favorite patch so far. And then we have one more pin in here, and then I'm gonna hold the pin, and then we always have little paper snakes on the bottom. I'm working on my hoarding issues, guys. It's really legit hard, but I'm working on it and really trying, not to hold on to all the things. But I do have one of these boxes still that I like to keep. Like, I keep the artist cards in there, and I keep the stickers and patches in there until I'm ready to use them. And then the pins obviously go on my pin board, but I keep the pin cards, the backing cards, in that box. But I don't keep all the boxes, even though they'd be really cute for gift wrapping. Don't need them. Okay, anyway, last pin. And I just got a little peek of it, so I know it's a Ouija planchette. Da-da! I am super creeped out by Ouija boards. I did play with them when I was a kid. I would not touch one now if you paid me. But I like that this planchette is just a planchette design. It's not like made like an actual one you would get with a Ouija board. It's just simply a shape. I mean, obviously it's a shape that was chosen for a significant reason, but it doesn't like creep me out. Like if it actually said Ouija on it and looked like a real Ouija board, that might creep me out. I have a really rad pin that looks like a Ouija board, but it's shaped like a cat's head, and it says Meowja on it. And my friend who owns a company called Sprout, Lindsay, made that pin, and like that I'm okay with too, because it's whimsical and fun. But if it was a straight up Ouija board planchette, I would be probably giving it away or selling it or whatever. I wouldn't want it in my house. But this I'm totally cool with, and I really love it. I love the colors. I love that you get the 2 spooky jack-o'-lanterns and the purple, and there's like black vines with the silver accent. It's a nice sizable pin. I also, by the way, like when there are 2 pins to secure it. This one has 2. This one has 2. And this one might not have two. No, it doesn't, but that's okay because it's a smaller pin and the pin back is nice and centered, so it'll lay nicely on whatever you pin it to. But I am really very pleased with this box overall. This is a really great one. I don't think I would have been happier. I mean, I haven't seen unboxings of the other themes yet. I'll be curious to see what other people get. And I don't know, I would have to ask, I guess, the people at Brat Box that hopefully will sponsor me when my subscription runs out, because I love doing these monthly reviews and unboxings. But anyway, I'll have to ask them if within that theme, like, does everybody that gets a Halloween theme box get the exact same 5 items, or is there variance? I'm curious, because I feel like there might be. I feel like some people may get like 1 pin different, or maybe they'll get a different patch. I feel like the sticker is always the same, but I'm not even certain about that. Maybe the patches too. Maybe everything is, but I feel like I've seen some unboxings for, or actually not unboxings, but well, I guess demonstrations on like the page on the Instagram feed for Brat Box, where they'll show like stuff that was available for that particular theme, and there's more than 3 pins, 1 patch, and 1 sticker. So but that could just be because some people get the 4-pin one without the patch. So okay, never mind. I think everybody that gets the I don't know. Maybe if you get the 3 pins because there were 4 available pins, you might have variances in that. I don't know. I'm curious. Things to ask of Brat Box. But anyway, now we're going to get to the artist cards, which is one of the funnest parts of this for me, because I really enjoy getting to know a little bit about the people who created the art in the box. So this is Dark Winterfire, the creator of Dark Art Esoterica. And there she is. She's quite lovely. She is the one that created what I'm calling the goth pinup girl pin. And here is her little, I'm gonna read these without my glasses. Here's her little bio on the back. Featured artist, Dark Art Esoterica from Santa Barbara, California. Born and raised in Santa Barbara. I gotta love her for that. My favorite show in the history of life. R.I.P. Santa Barbara. Dark began drawing as soon as she could hold a pen, and in school she was known for her tendency to become deeply immersed in anything art related. Same with me with writing, girl. She curated her first zine in high school, as well as expressed herself through her distinctive clothing style. After a series of events that led to her losing her home, oh God, that's awful, Dark began to paint tarot cards and draw comics inspired by actual events. That's rad. On her journey of healing, she was then diagnosed with schizophrenia and started her business, Dark Art Esoterica. Her tarot decks, stickers, t-shirts, and more are now available on Amazon and Etsy. Oh my God, girl, I feel you. And I'm seriously going to sub you on Insta now because you're part of my mental health warrior family. I myself suffer from pervasive depressive disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, borderline personality disorder, and the recent and newest edition, hoarding disorder. So I feel you, I feel you, I feel you. I know schizophrenia and my particular diseases are different and our battles are different, but we're fighting the same war, girlfriend. So yeah, that will get you a follow for me for sure. And not that that will change your life, but if by any chance you see this and you watch this, I hope it'll make you smile at least to know there's somebody out there that feels you. Anyway, let me finish the rest of it. Dark continues to make art and create zines with the Permitent Collective, a nonprofit art collective, of which she is one of the founding members. She is no longer homeless. Yes, girl, that's fantastic. And there's a quote at the bottom. She says, I try not to let my circumstances define me. My passion is sharing my experiences through art, and nothing is going to stop me. Hashtag inspo. Like, seriously, I needed that today. I really, really fucking needed that today. So thank you. Dark Art Esoterica. Check her out on Insta. And it is just... Actually, her Insta handle is at Dark Winterfire, at DarkWinterfire. I will try to remember to include all the artist links, but sometimes I forget to, so that's why I like to say them. You can also follow Bratbox at @GetBratbox. But anyway, yes, props, girl. That makes me feel really good. I'm so happy that your life has turned around in such a massive way. That's incredible. Okay, then we have Matthew Johnson, the creator of 7th Ink. Let's see, 7th Ink, 7th Ink, 7th Ink. I do not have any pins from 7th Ink. So my assumption is that Matthew Johnson is the creator of this Too Blessed to Stress. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, he could have been the creator of the patch. I was going to say, I don't know that the curated artist card goes in for whoever makes the sticker. So I'm going to go with that Matthew Johnson probably made this super rad patch. Okay. So there is Matthew's card. And his Insta is at 7th.ink. Spell it out, not the number. SEVENTH.ink on Insta. Okay. And that's right, I have gotten something from him before. Last month, I think there was something in his box, in my box from him. Because it's 7th.ink is actually the name of the company. Did I say 7th Ink? I probably did. It's 7th.ink, so let me get that correct. And this company is based out of Tampa, Florida. Hope you are hanging in there. The storm hit day before yesterday, Hurricane Ian. And I know the West Coast was slammed pretty hard. I hope you and yours are doing well and are safe, Matthew. But anyway, 7th.ink is a one-man art and clothing brand run by designer artist Matthew Johnson. Over the past 10 years, 7th.ink has served as the creative outlet for Matthew and has evolved from its genesis. Sorry for the noise. My mother's going outside and couldn't wait. Okay, sorry. Over the past 10 years, 7th.ink has served as the creative outlet for Matthew and has evolved from its genesis as a clothing brand to include prints, pins, patches, and more. Fun fact, Matthew's birthday is March 7th, which is where the brand name comes from. He is also left-handed, which is why every 7th.ink shirt logo has the logo mark on the left sleeve. And yes, I definitely remember that story as well. So that is cool. So I do believe that 7th.ink, Matthew's company, created this patch. It's like I said, the stickers are not necessarily, I don't think, by artists who get curator cards in the box. I could be mistaken. Perhaps one of these artists created this sticker as well. I don't know that for sure. Excuse me. God, I'm classy today. I'm drinking a carbonated drink, and I don't do that often. Okay, then we have Lindsay K, who is the creator of Lively Ghosts. Lively Ghosts is the company that made this fabulous Ouija planchette that doesn't frighten me, so yay. And this is Lindsay's cool picture. I like that. Okay, Lindsay's company, Lively Ghosts, is based out of Los Angeles, California. It all started with a pin board. When founder Lindsay K realized her own pin collection was so massive, she invented an aesthetically pleasing way to display her pins, pin boards. Lively Ghosts is the home of the Velvet Coffin pin board and quickly grew to include pins, stickers, patches, and more. I like this. Lively Ghosts celebrates the spooky and macabre, with each and every handcrafted piece. And you can follow Lively Ghosts on Insta, not surprisingly, at Lively Ghosts. So definitely check her out. But that's really, really rad as well. And then, last but not least, we have Megan Jones. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Creator of Jag and Moans. And I love that. I love that. I love that. And she made this amazing ghosty and kitty cats. So it's spoopy and it's got a cat in it as a cat mom. Very, very, very cool in my book. So Megan Jones created the company called Jag and Moans, and I think that's adorable. And look at her chilling out in the pumpkin patch. How appropriate. Like, I know we would be pals. Like, she's like someone that I would definitely dive into the pumpkins with and probably get kicked out of the pumpkin patch, but it would be worth it. Although I'd be very respectful and gentle because pumpkins are fragile. Okay, Jag and Moans is based in Pittsburgh, PA. Oh, so many of my favorite people are from Pennsylvania. Pins and Needles is an independent brand born in a... okay. They put a typo on here, or perhaps Megan did in her bio. I don't know, but this is, I'm reading it as exactly as it is written. Pins and Needles is an independent brand born in a... I started scribbling, okay, in 2019 under the artist name Jag and Moans. So I don't know what, like, we're missing something. But I used to be a proofreader, and I have a lot of anal retentive OCD borderline tendency, so I apologize for being all nitpicky. But I was just trying to understand. So we don't know where the brand was born, but born in A, and then we'll skip that. I started scribbling in 2019 under the artist name Jagged Moans. I only create digitally and use my index finger on my laptop's trackpad to create minimal line art. Wow, that's amazing. That nothing about that looks like minimal or lines to me. I mean, there's a lot, unless lines don't necessarily indicate something that goes in, you know, a straight direction. Like, can something curved be a line? I don't know technically, but there's definitely, I don't know what line art is defined as. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Jagged Moans company. Yeah, I guess it is mostly lines, but I don't know. I don't know what line art means, and I'm probably exposing my ignorance, and I should just shut up and read the rest of the card. Okay, I only create digitally, we'll go back a little, and use my index finger on my laptop's trackpad to create minimal line art. I like that even though my lines aren't perfect, they are still seen as a piece of art that others can relate to. Fun fact, Megan is Halloween obsessed. I never would have guessed. She's known to keep her pumpkins from October all the way until May, but sometimes refrigerating them, and of course telling them she loves them nightly. Oh, Megan, I love you. You're adorable. That's so something I would do. I kid you not. I think it was last year or the year before. I had a smallish pumpkin about this big. And I went, no, it had to be a few years ago. Maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. I'd gone to a craft fair with my mom and my aunt and her grandson. And yeah, her granddaughter's 2 now, and she was not born yet, and her mommy's not pregnant yet. So yeah, 3 or 4 years ago. But anyway, I got this smallish pumpkin. They were giving them out, 1 per family, and I took one home, and it was probably end of September, beginning October that I got it. I kid you not, I feel like that thing lasted me through the following summer before it got the tiniest black mark on it and started to rot. I was like, this is the everlasting gobstopper of pumpkins. This thing is amazing. I was so excited, and it was so sad when I finally had to toss it, but I was really excited that it lasted me such a long time. I do love me some Halloween too. So anyway, guys, I know this was a little rambly because I had to give you a little backstory, and we can discuss the issues going on more in depth later if you guys are interested and want to hear what all was going on. Although I'm not really sure how much I want to share. It's not a secret or anything, but I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. The wound is still fresh right now, and I'm really dealing with some stuff, but everybody's happy, healthy. It's nothing like that. But anyway, so I am, as always, eternally grateful to you, Billy, for this incredible gift. This is one of the best gifts, seriously, anyone has ever given me in my entire life, because every month for a whole year, I get to enjoy it. I literally don't feel any guilt, like, oh my God, I'm amassing more stuff when I really need to be decluttering, because, I mean, really, this is everything that was in the box, okay? This is everything. This is 3 pins and a patch and a sticker. It, you know, it takes up no space. They're going to be worn. They're going to be used, you know. It's not what Billy has taken to calling consumables, but I think that's a great word for it. Like when she feels compelled to send me friend mail, which she sometimes is because she's extraordinary, she'll try now really hard, because she knows how much I'm struggling with decluttering, to send me consumables. So she'll send me yummy snacks, or she'll send me face masks or lip balms, or things that have a shelf life, and you know, you have to use them or toss them, or you know, they're things that are easily consumed, like a face mask. You put it on your face, 20 minutes later it's in the trash, but it's 20 minutes you got to pamper yourself, you know, which is really rad. So she's incredibly kind and generous, and this gift is, seriously, I love it so much. I'm gonna be so sad when it ends, but I think I'm only halfway. I'm pretty sure this was box number 6, if I'm not mistaken, so I still get 6 more, which is fantastic. But yeah, I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. I feel a little better now that I got to, you know, be my usual dorky self and ramble with you, also reminiscent of my dorky self. But you guys made me feel better, so thanks for that. I will try to include links for all the artists in the Dropbox, but if I don't, obviously you can rewind. I will say them again very quickly. Actually, I don't know that I said them all. No, I didn't actually. Okay, so Jegan Moans. It looks to me like JEGAN __ MONES. I'm going to hold it up to the camera close. Let me make sure somehow that you can read that. I hope that you can. Trying to get this to focus. There we go. So Jegan Moans right there. Okay. Dark Winter Fire, which is right here. But it's exactly as I just said. Dark Winter Fire is what you will enter at Insta. 7th ink is SEVENTH.INK. Make sure that's clear. Clear-ish. And then last but not least, we have Lindsay K, Lively Ghosts, and that is at Lively Ghosts. And again, Get Brat, Bratbox, you can follow at Get Bratbox. And their website is bratbox.co, not .com, .co, C-O. And you can check out all their different subscription plans. And you can also buy items individually. And as a subscriber, you do get a discount if you make individual purchases. I have not yet done that because I didn't know if that would be complicated, because this is being billed in Billy's name and not mine. And I certainly wouldn't want her to be billed for any additional purchases. But really, this is enough. This is more than enough. I love it. So anyway, thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back soon with more stuff.